I sleep when you can play Dom Team Death, the free-for-all, CTF and Sabotage. Man, I play them all from search up to headquarters, down the list of demolition. Objectively speaking, to win is my only mission. If I sin, it's not by omission of order.
What is up, YouTubers? I'm HARDCOREgmr4lyf, and we are racking right through the gold guns. That's right, it's already time for Good as Gold, Episode 11. Golden CM901 gameplay for you guys on the map Carbon, and I rather enjoy this map. It's very fast-paced, but it's also large, and it actually has a few fairly long sight lines in it, too, for those of you who like those sniper rifles. Speaking of which, you can expect some sniper gameplay coming from me very shortly after you see this upload, because I picked up the sniper in Modern Warfare 3 for the first time, and I'm going to go ahead and go into more detail on that particular commentary, but I'm actually going to show you what's basically my first game in Modern Warfare 3 with the sniper ever. I think like on my first run through before I even prestiged, I played with the Barrett just a little. But, that's so long, I don't even remember it. Plus, I'm going with the bolt action this time. It's going to be the MSR that I'm going to gold out this coming Prestige, which was immediately after my fourth Prestige, which is what I'm in right here with this Good as Gold CM901 gameplay. I was vibing pretty well with the CM901 Thermal Silenced. But on this match, this is actually the first full match where I decided I would go CM901 Suppressed with Kick. And I found it to be pretty amazing. Like I said, this is my first full match with it, and I ended up getting a pretty decent game, one that I decided was worthy of the Good as Gold series, of the name, particularly because it's sort of a little tip vid as well, because I'm basically letting you guys know what I think is probably about the best setup with the CM901. The CM901 features, for those of you who play with it, you'll know a little bit of crazy recoil. It's got some side-to-side recoil along with the up and down. And, putting the kick plus the silencer on this just was really amazing with it, especially since the ghost ring in this gun is in the back. And, like in the P90, the ghost ring is still black once you gold out the gun. But this leaves the whole gun just nice and gold and sexy and beautiful, and the sight is not very obscuring at all. It's not the prettiest sight aesthetically, in my opinion. That's why I used red dots and thermals and things like that, because I really didn't like the overall look of the sight more than anything, just the cosmetics of it. But I can live with that because, as I said, it's not a very obscuring sight at all. It's got nice wide open ghost ring, as you can see when I aim down sight, and this gun with kick and silencer, much like the AK, just does work. Now, the AK is an acquired taste even with kick and silencer. It has some pretty funky craziness recoil. But at the same time, I found it to be quite good with kick and a silencer, and I found this to honestly be even perhaps a little more amazing with kick and a silencer, because this gun really destroys at long range. It doesn't take a ton of shots at range to put people down. It might not have the fastest fire rate in the bunch, especially now that they took off the little glitch where it may, if you put a shotgun or a noob tube on it, it upped the fire rate, that doesn't happen anymore. But at the same time, I just found I really enjoyed this particular gameplay, had a good time getting it, and so therefore, especially considering it was my very first gameplay with this particular setup, I decided, share this setup with you guys. If for any of you who maybe like the CM901 but haven't found a setup that you really vibe with it on that, try this, guys, because silencer and kick is just flat out amazing on this weapon. I got a pretty nice streak in the beginning. I, go through a few deaths here in the middle of the match, but I ended on a pretty nice note. So, I was pretty happy with this gameplay overall. I mean, nothing really too amazing. I only ended up going like 23-7 on this one. But, I felt, considering that I had just picked this new setup for this gun, shall I say, with the silencer and kick, and I felt it worked so well. I felt, what the hell, I'm ready to prestige, I'm ready to move on, get some new Good as Gold gameplays. So this next prestige, it's going to be the MSR, that's right, bolt action sniping from HARDCOREgmr4lyf. And actually, like I said, you'll see my first bolt action sniper game here shortly. But the other big thing, the return of the Spaz 12 to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you missed the Spaz 12? Me. Yes, that's right. I love Spaz 12 gameplay, and I am going to be beating my head against the virtual wall for the rest of this evening so I can get that Spaz 12, hopefully leveled up at least. I don't even care about gold tonight, but just if I could get up tonight where I got that range or, damage or whatever other proficiency that I choose, it's going to be one of those for sure. I'm going to try them both out. And then, of course, the extended mags, while they still have the added benefit of 1.5 times the pellets, which is awesome. It sucks that Robert Bowling, you suck because you were going to nerf my damn shotguns all over again. You already took them and made them primaries from secondaries, which you pretty much should have kept them the way they were at that point. But even let's argue that they were overpowered even for that. Okay, you nerfed them back so far, but then you left a little secret. We can put on the extended mags and get 1.5 times the pellets. And once we actually unlock those extended mags, which is a very high level unlock, and then we unlock the range or damage, whichever of those particular proficiencies we prefer for a shotgun, actually makes these shotguns usable. I can live with that, man. That's okay, but why are you taking away the thing that makes these shotguns usable? It seems to make no sense. Just because a few people cry about getting killed by a shotgun, I guarantee you just as many cry about getting killed by a quickscoper, but you ain't taking quickscoping out, and I'm not saying you should, but god damn it, leave my shotguns the way they should be. Okay, enough ranting. I don't like to do a lot of ranting, but, when it comes to shoddy gameplay, I love it, and it's just so frustrating. At first I thought they made shotguns useless, and, this proposed change could arguably make them that way again, so in a way that kind of sucks. But I'm hoping that, maybe they realize that this is not a change they should make, but I don't know, it's kind of already changed. They said it's in the works, so whatever. I'm just going to work with it, live with it. I'm going to continue to use shotties and, hopefully working them up to a high level, even without that added benefit of the extended mags, having those extra proficiencies like damage and range, hopefully that'll do the trick. Notching out the Predator missile, and this good as gold gameplay is darn near over, right along with my rant for shotties for the moment. But like I said, Spaz 12 gameplay coming back to the channel, so excited about that. So you can expect some of that soon, and some sniping gameplay even sooner. This has been Hardcore Gamer for Life, and guys, as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please rate, comment, hell, subscribe and bump in on the Respawn Army app if you like what you see. And as you can see, this match is over. We're going to check out my accolades for a second, and I'm out. Peace.
Keep it on the dial where you know that it's hot, cause you know that on my channel I upload a lot of videos of all different types of varieties, gameplays, mini tashes, live comms, even some comedy bits. Ain't no playlist titled greatest hits, not yet, but you can bet.